Hey there, how's it going? What is up, everybody? Irish Orangutan is back to pass along what you need to know to get better at Madden and grow your Mutt team. Enjoy the show.
We are back today to talk about a few things, getting things kicked off. We have the next Madden Ultimate Team 10 player here. Celebrating the 10-year anniversary, you can go out and get him as a power up, or if you do have the luck or the coins, can go and get his full 91 overall version, which is one of the best, if not the best, middle linebackers in the game. Run stuffing wise, definitely number one. Can definitely see him and potentially a little bit better than a Ray Lewis. Just kind of that in the box middle linebacker, and with everyone having a lot of trouble with the run, definitely something that you would want to consider. Perfect. The next thing that I did want to bring up was this team of the week. Something that you might not know of, but there is a hurricane kind of heading for the base of where EA puts out all of this information and preps all of this. So there will be a little bit of a different schedule for next week, and that is why we're getting team of the week on this Friday compared to next Tuesday. All the best players have played for their teams and will be sitting out. So that is why they have felt that they can go out and put these players out. I do have a few of these players I would like to go over, but Bradley Chubb and Dalvin Cook will be a couple of them. A couple of other things going along with the shift in the schedule. There will not be any house rules next week, so they'll try to revamp that and get that up and going. And then Weekend League next weekend. Like all first weekends of the month, it will be open. That is something Kralo did note this week. Something about Weekend League rewards as well. They would have been going out this coming week. That potentially will be delayed. Potentially not a whole week, but at least into sometime next week, past when it normally would come out. So, a couple of the things that do come out weekly are present now. The limited time player coming out on Friday for this week and 8 weeks upcoming. So, that is exciting. We will have that on Fridays. But then, just going forward on Saturdays, we will have Legends as well. And then reaching around to next Monday, we will be having flashbacks and solo battles will be starting up. On Tuesdays, normally we would have house rules and team of the week, but that will be delayed this coming week. And Team of the Week came preemptively this week. And then going into Wednesday, we'll have heavyweights, and Thursday, I will have signature cards, and then Weekend League as well. So, except for Sunday, we do have things coming out. Last year, they did start putting out power ups on Sundays, so that might be something that they do, but they are trying to stay away from streams during the weekend, so that may be something that they will not want to do. But on Fridays, veterans will be coming out as well. LeGarrette Blount and Clay Matthews were the veterans that did come out today. Don't really think there's any real reason to go in and talk about them necessarily. Am a little bit disappointed with an investment that I did make. We'll be just breaking even, but need to get those sold off here pretty soon. So the coin stack is down to less than 20,000, which is a little bit devastating. But am flipping some of the cards that I did buy with the training and just using the method that we have discussed in the past. But we are looking at those Madden Ultimate Team 10. I just wanted to go in and look at Willis real fast and compare him to the Shaz. That's pretty solid straight across the board. Again, that Shaz card is very good as well, just not nearly as good in the run, as you can see with that block shedding and hit power being 10 up on them, with the zone coverage going a little bit to Shaz, but the athletic attributes are very similar, but the strength actually goes to Willis as well. Again, you can go in play that solo for that power up, so that is a huge, awesome deal for those that do not have the 2 million plus coins to go out and purchase him. But this team of the week is a great way to get just some of your favorite players and from your teams that might not get the big promo cards. Daniel Jones did come out with a new card. I'm not going to look at that. We're just moving on. Did get two Vikings running backs, which was a little bit interesting. Dalvin Cook and Mike Boone, but just kind of going through them. Looking at the 77, 78s. Do have a couple written down. Did want to look at Harris. Yeah, that 87 speed, 88 acceleration at 6'1". Also has 80 hit power, so actually is a legit special teamer and player that you can go out and use her as well. Someone that I might consider actually putting on my team since I don't actually have a free safety that plays on my team at this point. Yeah, I need to strongly consider him actually. I'm gonna keep track of that price and see if I can get him under 12. James Washington, as we're getting down here a little bit further, up to 86 speed. So really some nice cards that you can actually play with and they can actually make a difference on your team. A lot of players that have came out with some lower overalls really do not allow you to do that. So it is nice that they are giving you some better cards. Again, not the fastest player, but kind of a budget class. Mel Blount being 6'2" there with the Sean Sheed for the Seahawks, 84 overall. So again, starting to get a little bit pricey for some of these. Looking at Jacoby Myers, Brian Burns is another player that I'm gonna keep an eye on. Being 6'2", another guy for those Patriots. Josh Gordon should be getting a card sometime in the game soon. Brian Burns actually looked like they have gotten all bought up. See if there's one down a little bit further. There's not. We'll reset that after we get done looking at a couple other players and see if we can get him looked at as well. But yeah, as you can see, they all got sold. So it is something that a lot of people are looking at. But yeah, this Bradley Chubb is a little bit of a budget slash run stuffing. Lawrence Taylor does not have the athleticism or the ability to get after the quarterback, but him opposite Von Miller actually is going to be really devastating to try to run the ball against. So very exciting to see that for all those Broncos fans out there. Next man up, Dalvin Cook. Actually has really solid break tackle compared to Clinton Portis. Solid speed as well. Just can come in and run him stock. Good change of pace back. Potentially have him in as a third down back as well. Have not had the opportunity to kind of break him down, so just want to look and see if he can actually pass protect at all. He absolutely cannot. I was thinking he'd be really good on third down, but just mediocre. Watched him play at Florida State. I really think his catching stats should be a little bit higher than that. So these burns are going down a little bit in price compared to what they were earlier today. Him being 6'5", left outside linebacker, 84 speed, 87 acceleration. Really kind of an upgrade to the Montez Sweat a lot of people probably were playing with earlier on in the year. Has absolutely dreadful catching. Had a player using some Von Miller. Don't know why it was, but he was dropping passes. So this Brian Burns is going to be doing the same as well. So not on the level of, say, a Julius Peppers, but still a really solid player. He's definitely starting to get towards training as well. So someone to consider definitely. But with these, you do have challenges that you can go out and complete as well. It'll be with Chubb and Dalvin Cook. They'll be their solos based on what they had done in the previous week, just like they do for the rest of the year. And of course, they do have sets for these as well. At least I do hope these, thank goodness, are in the game at this point. You can go out and put those lower cards in as an exchange set. 75 to 78 for 79 to 82. 5 of those. Again, this is not the best deal, but if something in this range is going very inexpensively, could be something to look at, especially if you can grab up those 79s, potentially get 83 to 85s. That is something to potentially look at since they are those golds. But probably will help out a little bit later on in the year. Hopefully they keep this in the game. That's kind of Interesting. Hopefully, that's something that we could potentially use a little bit later on in the year. But that is what I have for you today. Just a little update on what did come out in the game today. It was a big day, but they did kind of pack a lot in to today. So a lot of everything is getting set for this Madden Ultimate Team 20 year moving forward. Very excited about where we kind of are sitting now. Everything's coming out as it is expected, and they're bringing in some bonuses as well, trying to work around what they can. Thankfully, servers seemingly are getting much, much better. Wish they would have done a little better testing to get this kind of figured out before everyone started playing it, but thankfully, it'll be good to go by the time football is actually on TV. That is what we have for you today. I wish you all the best and hope you can get a Patrick Willis on your team. Take care. Just wanted to throw this in there as well. As I was editing, the legends actually came out, so just wanted to note them. Kevin Mawae is the first one coming out. He will be right alongside Matt Burke, the best center in the game. Tremendous run blocker. Someone I'm actually going to look very, very strongly at tomorrow, potentially the next week coming up after that, but potentially be someone that I'll actually power up and keep there for quite some time. Unless someone like a Jeff Bostic comes out, I really don't see myself changing for a considerable amount of time. So he might be someone that I think of in that regard. But with Bruce Matthews and Larry Allen, I've been smart and just got their actual cards. So I can probably go with Sullivan for one more week, just so he's a little bit more in my price range and very reasonable. The other man, Alan Page, again has that tremendous speed, limited block shedding, but has a nice finesse move out as well. Excuse me. It will not get up to that 90 mark that we really need to get it up to make him the best player coming out of the middle that we could. But he's still going to be a tremendous force, being 6'4" and having that 78 speed already. But just a little add in there. Take care.
Thank you for checking into the Irish Orangutan channel. Keep coming back for more Madden knowledge. There will be consistent videos up every week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to see them all. Come by Twitch to engage and hit me up on Twitter at Irish Orangutan. Take care and much love, everybody.